Hey you folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to what continues to be a very odd game of Sid Meier's Civilization and Beyond Earth. We're continuing to move towards this contact victory, which I have no idea how it works. I haven't done it yet. Going in blind. The downside to doing it is you're not pursuing technologies that give you affinity levels, which means my technology, or my military is behind, which makes me feel very uncomfortable. I'd really like to take Freeland, but the problem is we are currently at affinity level 8, and Brazil's at 11. That is quite a few more advanced units. Now, maybe after we finish the Deep Space Telescope, A, depending on what the next step in the contact victory is, which I still don't know, and B, with the extra technology boost that we get from this, we might be able to catch up relatively quickly. It's only 8 turns to the mobile lev. It's going to be 9 turns to finish civil, sorry, wrong tech group. We are, in fact, supremacy. Yeah, and I guess we've got the low-level ones, that's true. Well, 9 turns to synthetic thought ain't bad. I do not like the saber, though. I guess I don't know if I realized that the saber had an attack range of 3. It's got a movement of 1, and I think it's a siege unit, so it even needs a setup, which is kind of sucky. I'm not 100% sure about that one. It says artillery. I think it needs a setup, and it's got a movement speed of only 1. It does have a range of 3, which is awfully nice, but I don't know, maybe we could use that to take Freeland, because, in fact, if we had it positioned here, they'd be able to start in range of Freeland. It's an idea, but that's still really far away, and then who knows what affinity level Brazil will be at that point. So, I'm hoping that we can sneak in a contact victory. I don't know what's going to be involved. After we launch the Deep Space Telescope, it might be really bad. What is that, a PAC city? That just fell to Franco-Iberia? Do I even know where it is? If I saw it, I probably wouldn't even notice that I saw it. So what did we finish here? We finished an Explorer. For why? Right. We have a Progenitor Ruin right over here. Yeah, okay, that's legit. I don't think we need any miasmic repulsors. Do we need to build any more military units? I don't know. I think it would be nice to finish some of these extra food buildings. We also need a little bit more happiness, but we'll get there when we get there. We're also going to dig up a derelict settlement over here. I think this used to be an actual station that got destroyed. It's been a few days since I played. Your job is to keep exploring the coast and hopefully find me more cities to trade with. Thank you very much. Speaking of trade, actually, in our capital, am I only at 2 of 3? Let me make sure that there's not another another trade vessel that wants to start moving. We're going to sort this probably by energy and find a nice high science one, like something like that. I think that's better than internal trade routes right now. The money is always good, and our tech is not fantastic. Oh, I forgot. I was going to double check here. We can finish the Vivarium, but I do need another trade route from Krabrust. I have almost enough money to buy them. They're cheap. What are you, like a couple hundred? Something a little bit more than that? 270. Yeah, we're a little far from that. I guess we'll finish the Vivarium because I already started. But then we're going to go ahead and switch over. No, the Vivarium is the right thing. Yeah. And some people keep saying, oh, they get the Vivariums a lot faster. And maybe I should. Certainly help the cities grow a little bit more. Madeira. Yeah, see, this is going to open up a lot more trade routes. Potentially with a lot more potential income here. Hello Energy from Central. That is awfully nice. Let's go into our capital, actually, and now purchase that trade convoy. Does anyone else... 3-3, 3-3... 0-3 in Jimbumba. Right, but it's currently under military law. 2-2 in Sanamir, which means it mostly just needs an auto plant, which we can't buy. Okay. Well, we'll save the money for now, then. Have some more options open up soon enough. But yeah, buying trade convoys make a lot of sense, especially, like, you gotta think, the trade convoys can make you money, so you're spending money to make money, plus science and other things, or production and food. You're spending money to produce, like, to make hammers and food, which is a pretty nice proposition. Tell you what, I apologize deeply, and I will go ahead and move my spy out of, oh, it auto-moves it out? Counterintelligence. We'll move it to Cittadella. We may have to accept Brasilia. I think that while we may not be in a position to attack them, I'm pretty sure we'd be able to defend any sort of assault they might pull off. Yeah, they'll have some pretty strong units, but we have a good number of units, plus all these needle jets, which will be nice. We should probably load a trio of needle jets in Stanimir, actually. What's my range on these things right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's still only 5? Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think I realized that needle jets don't get a range upgrade over tack jets. You gotta go a whole other level above that. You have completed an auto plant, so you can do an extra trade route. I will purchase a trade vessel over here, because again, I quite like that idea, and then we will produce. There's a lot of things we might want over here. We are capped on happiness, so we don't need to rush out the Soma Distillery. We could go with the Vivarium. The Civil Creche, less so. Takes a lot more turns to build, and it's only great if you want to run some specialists. It's probably worth doing this. We don't need to build any of these wonders. We're not going to build any more satellites, especially since we are actually going to need... What are we out of? We have no titanium. We do have a mine here. And we have a mine here. That's all 5 of my titanium. I don't have any more titanium than that. Down here. We really need that to pop. Okay. 10 turns until border growth, and then we'll get more titanium. That's good. No AI, unless an AI drops a city in here, there's no AI that's going to grab that through a border pop. They can't put a city right on the border, but they could put one here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can technically fit one in right over here, and hopefully no one does. Didn't realize we're... That's true, we're playing the Slavic Federation, and we have no titanium, which is very annoying. I could trade for some. Push comes to shove, I can trade for some. Orbital automation is 8 turns, and in 10 turns we'll get some. That's not bad. It's not bad. We could trade for some and launch some other, you know, weather satellites and things, but we'll be alright. Trade convoy from my capital. These are... That's okay. We might actually want to run an internal one somewhere. Jimbuba, don't match sense to run a caravan there right now because they're currently in rebellion. There's something to be said about buffing Stanimir a little bit more. That's not a whole lot of anything, though. We'd get more hammers by sending it to Konechno. And that's what I usually base it on. It's like, what's the highest aggregate hammer? This would be 10 hammers in total. Or 6 food. Which this is 6 food and 9 hammers. Let's go with science and money. Science and money. Internal trade routes are really, really good. But we do need a little bit more tech. You are going to dig up this progenitor rune. Hopefully it'll give us something good. There's a chance, I think, that it'll give us technology. Or science towards a technology, a late game technology. But right now, that's exactly what I need. Hopefully it'll give me one that leads to... to a purity affinity. I don't suppose we have a quest to kill a siege worm, do we? We do, in fact, have that. Let me take this disciple down over this way, and this overseer over here. What? I can't move? Oh, it's not my turn. Nanothermite has been built. It's a military tech that gives you... Is it a stronger city? Something like that. Let's move you here. Stupid auto-scroll thing. I've got a unit selected. Don't scroll away from me. Move you here. I don't know where the siege worm went. What I was thinking of doing is moving my jets over there, but that's far. It would take a lot of little steps to do that. No, maybe we won't move the jets then. We got a spy who needs a job. Let's go right into steel technology. It's listing it as easy, which is interesting, because a lot of times it's medium. Now, I suspect that it's just hinting at a percentage. You know, easy's like 80% chance, medium might be when it gets to like 50% chance or something like that. And we're probably just sort of borderlines. Probably not as easy as the real easy ones, but it's not going to be bad. A launch complex is not what we need. If we had something that improved the rate at which we produce orbital units, like this one, it might be worthwhile. That is very, very expensive to build, though, and we're going to get our thing in 3 turns. We could just sneak out a repair facility. We don't need the ultrasonic fence. Civil Creche, no. Do we want any more workers? I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. I'm going to go ahead and... What am I going to produce? I'm going to produce... Yeah, You know, we should probably just build some more military units. Why don't I just go and pop out an extra cinder? I've got a bajillion fraxite, which will be nice. These things can all upgrade to the greater form later. The cinders are the level 4. When do you upgrade them? That's an excellent question. We have nothing but supremacy. So we're 4 levels away from getting our Cinder upgrade. That being said, it's not a bad idea to get them rocking and rolling anyway. Let's try to move away from the Sea Dragon. Oh, come on! Come on! Stupid aliens. Let's get our sea vessel going. Probably keep going. Mandira looks like a pretty sexy trade route, so let's run some of that. Money is going well right now. Happiness is kind of... but, you know, that's life. If we could get a little bit more culture going, that would be nice, because there are going to be bits. No, I guess we already have... yeah, we have community medicine already. It would be nice to grab some technology that gives us a little bit more health. There we go. We'll pick up profiteering in just... how many turns? Very short. 1 turn away. All right, yeah, profiteering will actually... that will be huge. We have a lot of trade units. And what's good about that is when you go through the when you go through your virtue tree, which I can't open anymore because the turns are processing, which drives me crazy. When you go through your virtue trees, what you're going to want to do is pick up something like this, because it gives you global happiness. Because we keep looking, right? A city's local happiness or health is capped based on its side. If we built a Soma, because we don't have one yet, if we built a Soma distillery in Stanimir, it wouldn't give us any extra health, because all it does is cap out of its citizens. So health buildings in a city counteract the size of the city, but you still have basic unhealthiness from a number of cities. Additionally to that, if you have any sort of petroleum wells, for example. So you need to grab some virtues that give you global happiness like this to counter it. So if we do that, because we are currently... actually, how the hell did we switch our happiness so fast? We were at like -12. What just changed? No, really, what just changed? That was... oh, Jimboomba just finished the Civil Disorder. Okay, so that is one thing which is helpful. But then if we do this, we're at -3. If I do this, we're all of a sudden at +4. And now, so long as I make sure that my health in all my cities matches things, I should be okay. We're currently building a Soma distillery in Jimboomba, which is going to be great. We can still not purchase anything here? Really? Oh, it's still under martial law, so it doesn't have the rebellion, the unrest. That is giving me the unhappiness, but it's got 2 more turns before I can actually queue something up. Yeah, and that cruiser died. What a surprise! That's actually not literally what I want to do there. I could have started shooting. I didn't realize we could see the siege worm again. Let me go ahead and stick myself up on this hill. You know, let's... 5 turns. Killing this worm would be very nice. I'm going to go ahead and pull back this Overseer. It's going to take several turns for him to get there, but we might be able to get something done. I'm not going to start shooting it quite yet because I don't want anyone else to kill it. That is a nice city, and that's one of the ones I've recently uncovered. More money, more science. Our science rate is still not great, but that's you know, that's life sometimes. Yes. Do we want to build any more cities? Is there anyone else? Ah, I like that. The derelict settlement gave me an extra population in my capital, which is really, really handy. So that's the one over here. I think we still got a module on here. Not that there's much to explore anymore, but what I'll probably do is just put them on auto-explore. Maybe I'll rest them first. It doesn't really matter. We don't have the first level of purity, which means aliens could potentially attack this explorer, which would be bad. I'm going to go and send them manually to the north over here, away from the Leviathan. You know, we meant no offense. I actually will not be digging up anything more in your area, most likely. We'll see how it goes. Oh my god, AI, you take too long in your turns. You're driving me bonkers. Oi. Oh, that is unlucky. The siege worm, I believe, moves randomly. So it randomly happened to move in the direction of my Overseer, which is a bit sad. But it didn't kill it. I'm amazed it didn't kill it. Open borders, things, Bitegeist, right? Okay. So we'll let that guy rest up, and yeah, this guy is going to complain because the tile I told him to move in is now occupied. Occupado. We have roads connecting everything? Indeed we do. Since we do have free roads, there's something to be said about just getting some through the wilderness here for potential future wars, especially from Sarek down to Maeva. There's a possibility of stuff there. You would like to buy Xenomass, and I'm totally okay with this. In fact, do I have any extra Xenomass? No, that's all I've got. I don't need Xenomass for anything. Any building that requires Xenomass most likely requires a couple of levels of harmony, if I recall correctly. I don't think there's anything that needs Xenomass that isn't like 0 affinity level or some other affinity. There might be some that involve you having Xenomass, improve Xenomass in the area, but I still think it's the same thing. Sure, I will go ahead and open borders. I'm fine with that. It'll keep us a little bit more friendly. Sorry about all the spying and the digging up, but you're still in pretty good mood, which is nice. We're running a bunch of trade routes to her. The Golden Bell Temple. Where? Oh, up there. Oh, we might actually go and trade with them. Orbital animation is done. It's actually not a terrible spot. We could fit in a city over here. We'd have to move some of the aliens, potentially, but I don't think there's any real rush for me to do that. I like the idea of trading with the Golden Bell Temple. What's interesting about it is I can actually run a trade ship to there, but Sarek has already used its 3 trade routes to actually go to 3 cities. The only 3 cities you can reach in this little bay. I might go and divert one over here. 1 food, 1 energy, 2 culture, and it'll eventually level up to be not too shabby, which I like. I like things that are not too shabby. We're going to get a recycler up in Stanimir. Still don't need the Soma distillery there, which is fine. And yeah, we are going to go for some more supremacy affinity ASAP. Synthetic Thought, I think, is the absolute cheapest one. It unlocks the Saber, which we may or not build. I don't think we'll build the Cynosure. I don't think it's worth necessarily doing that. The surveillance webs are actually pretty nice because it stops anything really bad from happening in any city, and then I don't have to worry about any defensive spies at all. The Markov Eclipse is a thing, which is okay. That's some in-depth analysis here, guys. I think we might go to cybernetics for the Carvers. This thing is a flying unit, is it not? Fully autonomous, robotic drone soldier, recon, and melee assault. I'm actually not sure. But we're going to go in that direction. It takes a little bit more research to unlock. It also will require fabrication, which, I mean, it's kind of wonky that I don't have mag rails yet. Mag rails are really good, and they're free. So we'll go there just to unlock it. We actually have the affinity level to build them as is. We might go to neural uploading after that. The Angel is interesting because it's a ranged attack, but it's like range 1, right? So it's like a bazooka or something from Civilization, which is good though because A, it's actually great strength. That's 88 strength, which is huge, and it means it doesn't take any damage when it attacks. So you're not using it as a ranged unit. You're effectively using it like a melee unit, but with the advantage that you don't get hit back in return. The Hypercore is also stupendously good. So it does require level 10 in Supremacy though. In fact, do we want to go there first? Let's start with Fabrication. Then let's go Synthetic Thought. Then let's go up in this direction. We won't be able to build the Angel until we get 12 in Supremacy, but it'll unlock the Hypercore, which requires level 10 in Supremacy, which will not be too far away. And then go and pick this up? No, I don't like that either. Because I think what we need is this order, and the reason for it is this Supremacy affinity. So we're at 8 right now. That's 9, 10. We'll have 10 to build Hypercores at that point. Now, depending on exactly where our experience levels is, we're actually at 19 of 20. Hold on. There's a way to find out how much affinity exactly this will give us. That's Synthetic Thought. Like how much we get, but I don't know what that is. Since we're on the verge of getting 9, we're 1 XP away from 9, it could be that this by itself will bring us to 10. Fabrication into Synthetic Thought. We'll see it is. If it brings us all the way up to 10, we'll go up to hypercomputing at that point. Okay, good. I'm happy I at least considered this. Next turn, we do have a little bit of miasma down here. We completed Beauties in the Eye of the Orbiter from... Oh, from digging up that progenitor rune, I think. Free affinity towards supremacy. Okay, so we'll definitely have it. So right away, so I don't forget, I'm going to go ahead and queue up the hypercomputing, and then we'll probably pick up the auto gyros. I am please waiting, please waiting, please waiting, please waiting, please waiting some more. There we go. Wait, what? And then I also get to choose an affinity level. How many things did I just like fire off here? So I'm already at 10. Does that affect what I'm going to do? I could skip Synthetic Thought. I still need, hold on, finish Fabrication, get Artificial Intelligence, and then go straight for Hypercomputing to unlock the Hypercores. because we'll have the affinity. And then we can go back in and actually, like, fill in the gaps. We'll be able to build the angels. That is 12, so maybe not. We'll probably go and pick up synthetic thought and then go there. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So we can upgrade our cruiser to an arbiter. Of course, I think they're all dead right now. I'm going to go ahead and give it the defending bonus. And the educator, so that's our missile rover, so our artillery gets an upgrade as well. Wounded units, no, 20% bonus when next to friendly units, and it's got plus 60% when attacking cities. So if we do want to take Freeland, that's what we will need. We'll see if we can fit in constructing a few. We've got some trade vessels going on over here. Keep going with lots of science. And in my capital, okay, we'll let it finish the cinder, and then we'll start building the alien ship in, or not the alien ship, the satellite in the capital. So this Explorer is done. I'm going to go ahead and just run it through Uzbek just to pick up another module. Not that it really matters, and then we'll probably put on an auto explore. All right, a few good upgrades. We really do need to reach level 12 to get the Cinder upgrade, though. That would make all the difference in the world. I really want to be the one to get the killing blow on this worm, but I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to do that. Getting bombarded by the city, the planes, and some range units. For crying out loud, it's going to die next turn, and there's nothing I will be able to do for it. Hold on, if I can get open borders with Australia, then I could kill the worm with this Slavic disciple. I don't know they'll do it for me, because I don't think they like me very much. Hey, fabrication.
Good to see you again.
Could you give me open borders? You want...
Let's talk
2
straight.
geothermals, open borders, and a little bit of energy.
Is yours.
I think it's going to be worthwhile, because I think
For
the
a
quest will give us quite a bit of energy in return. No, you really do want the energy
Not
return,
this
huh?
time.
Or 30 energy up front.
What's ours is yours. For a price.
1 energy return? Oh, no, you won't. Oh, that would...
Tidak menjadi masalah.
Why did it not backspace properly? I hit backspace. You heard the key. I hit backspace, and then I hit a 1. And instead of backspacing the 5, it just left it at a 1. The UI in this freaking trade interface is screwed up all the time. Let's kill this worm, and then we'll instantly have to declare war on these guys. Because we can't give them 51 per turn. We just can't. We gotta break the deals.
Good to see you again.
We lost the trade unit. But yeah, like, hello interface. But you guys know what I'm talking about? Like, I've seen this, and it was like this when I played in the beta too. There's a bunch of little weird things. So let's go deal. Energy per turn. We clicked here. I backspaced. And see, now it worked. But it's still kind of weird because it leaves a 0. Like, I definitely hit it. Arg! I don't know. Maybe there was something else going on. But I know I hit it. But it was like muscle memory, right? I just did this, this. Look. Click. Maybe it has something to do with there's a dead zone there? Which I never realized. But still, how did that get focus? I don't know, you guys. Anyway, so now we're at war. Go us. Let's go and purchase a trade convoy here. Unless we've got one in the city. And we do. Ah, see? Smart enough to check to see that we had one that was unallocated. I think we might send this one internally. Because that's 12 hammers. It's a pretty good one to Jimboomba. And Jimboomba we now have control over. So we'll get that going on. Now we're at 3 of 3. Excellent. So we're going to choose production of a deep space telescope. Oh! Which doesn't need titanium. Oh! Alright, good. Excellent. Definitely build that right away. Optical surgery is done in Uzbek, which brings its happiness all the way up to 12. So we're at +7, which is great. I do need some more planes. So let's actually get a few of those going on. How's our happiness here? 10 of 10. Excellent. We've got a lot of science buildings we need. We would also quite like some more culture, which is really good. But again, I think I'm gonna the needle jet takes too long. Never mind. Let's actually get a recycler up in that city. Makes a lot of sense. This cinder. I don't think I want to go and take any of their cities, and I don't think there's any way that they can take mine. We might leave this cinder sort of in the north over here, though. But I'll move this overseer back to there. And move this cinder to cover it here. Although, I don't like the fact that we're not in the forest. Maybe we'll move on this hill. Just keep a few units around, you know, that sort of thing. Alright, let's go ahead and put a cut in here. I feel really derpy about this, but whatever. We just, like, oh, I'm sorry. Guys, now we have to declare war. That's just the way it goes. I wonder if I did a bombard over here, if they've got any sort of air sweep going on. The answer is no. Oh, we can take some free unit kills. That counts for something. I can actually move this overseer over here. You know, if we did have some carvers, we could actually have carvers over here and reach Runji. We need some hover units to actually be able to cross over, and we don't have those yet. You know, it's entirely possible we might be able to swing something over here. I don't think we will. If we take any city, it's really going to be Freeland is what we want. Oh well, we'll annoy Paul Australia and then probably peace out, you know, at some point in the future. They're kind of a non-issue. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.